Are the Twins trading Carlos Correa? How interested are the Red Sox and Yankees? Will the Mets reconsider their stance on Correa? What are the Phillies' plans for third base? We've got answers on all of that and a lot more. Watch until the end, hit the like button, and make sure you're subscribed. It's no secret that the Minnesota Twins are at a crossroads this offseason. After a lackluster 2024 campaign and mounting financial challenges, the team now faces a monumental decision. Will they keep their superstar shortstop Carlos Correa, or is a blockbuster trade on the horizon? Correa signed to a 6-year, $200 million deal just 2 seasons ago, and he's been the centerpiece of the Twins roster. His elite defense, leadership, and ability to rise in clutch moments have made him invaluable in Minnesota, yet whispers of a potential trade have grown louder. Despite Twins front office executives insisting that they have no intention to shop Correa, the team's financial realities and the changing dynamics of Major League Baseball suggest otherwise. When the Twins signed Correa, it was a bold statement. The deal was the largest free agent contract in franchise history, signaling an intention to compete at the highest level. However, the financial landscape has shifted, and in a big way. The team's revenue projections, fueled by increased attendance and lucrative broadcasting deals, have not materialized. Complicating the issue is the league's new broadcasting arrangement, which will bring in a lot less money than expected. With payroll constraints looming and the whispers of ownership considering a potential sale, the Pohlad family's appetite for large contracts seems to be dwindling, if not completely dead. Correa's $36 million salary for 2025 accounts for a significant chunk of the Twins' budget. For a mid-market team like Minnesota, a contract like this becomes a luxury, especially when injuries, like Correa's recurring plantar fasciitis, have limited his availability. Trading Correa could provide the Twins with much-needed payroll flexibility, allowing them to retool the roster with younger, more durable players while creating opportunities to add depth to their farm system. But the big question is, what is Carlos Correa's value on the trade market? Even with his injury concerns, Correa remains a prized commodity. In 2024, he posted a 152 OPS plus and 3.7 WAR in just 86 games, reminding everyone why he's a 3-time All-Star and one of the premier shortstops in the game. His Gold Glove caliber defense and postseason pedigree make him an ideal target for teams chasing a championship. Correa's full no-trade clause complicates matters, but it's not an insurmountable hurdle. If the Twins decide to explore trades, Correa would need to approve any deal. Given the team's uncertain direction and the appeal of joining a contender, there's absolutely no question that Carlos Correa would waive his no-trade clause for the right opportunity. Teams like the Dodgers, Yankees, Mets, Red Sox, Phillies, Tigers, and even his first team, the Astros, could benefit immensely from Correa's experience, leadership, and postseason chops. For the Twins, the payoff of trading Correa could be transformative. A haul of top-tier prospects and Major League-ready players could jumpstart a soft rebuild, bridging the gap between the current roster and a brighter future. A deal like the White Sox recent trade of all-star pitcher Garrett Crochet or Cleveland's trade of Andreas Jimenez perfectly illustrates how retooling with an eye toward the future can yield promising results. But can the Minnesota Twins afford to lose Carlos Correa? The case for retaining Correa is very compelling. When healthy, he's among the best in the league. His leadership both on and off the field is irreplaceable. Correa played through plantar fasciitis for most of the 2023 season, demonstrating his commitment to the team. His presence in the clubhouse has set the tone for younger players, and his high baseball IQ makes him an invaluable mentor. Twins manager Rocco Baldelli has been clear about Carlos Correa's importance to the team, saying that when Correa and Buxton were not on the field late in the year, they were a different team, and that goes without saying. The Twins struggled mightily in Correa's absence during the second half of 2024, going 12-27 down the stretch and missing the playoffs by 4 games. It was the worst collapse in franchise history, and while Rocco Baldelli is not the one making the decisions in the front office, his preference is to keep Correa as the anchor of the infield, possibly transitioning him to third base in the future. Meanwhile, the front office has echoed this sentiment. Derek Falvey, the team's president of baseball operations, emphasized the high bar required to even entertain a Correa trade. In doing so, Falvey has notably downplayed any health concerns with Correa, going out of his way to express optimism about Correa's offseason progress. Of course, Falvey is saying all of this in order to increase the value of Correa in any potential trade. For a team that has struggled to replace injured stars, Correa's presence in 2025 could be vital to any near-future playoff aspirations in Minnesota. So on paper, the Twins are obviously better keeping Correa Correa, but when the Twins' financial situation enters the conversation, it's very clear to see why Correa and his $36 million salary continue to come up in trade rumors. Despite public statements downplaying a trade, the Twins' participation in the winter meetings sparked rumors. Correa's name surfaced as a possible fallback for teams that missed out on Juan Soto. With the trade market continuing to shift after major free agent signings, executives around the league reportedly believe that Correa's value could net the Twins a significant return. If you're enjoying this, hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. For now, the Twins appear committed to keeping Correa, but in baseball, plans can change quickly. If the right offer lands on the table, the Twins might decide that a payroll reset and the infusion of young talent is too good to pass up. Correa's no-trade clause gives him significant control, but the chance of joining a contender could make a move appealing to him as well. Whether Correa stays or goes, one thing is clear: the Twins' offseason will be anything but boring. Fans should buckle up, as the possibility of a Carlos Correa trade could bring seismic changes to the franchise. While trading Correa might sting in the short term, the long-term benefits could position the Twins for sustained success in the years ahead. Either way, Correa's next chapter, in Minnesota or elsewhere, will be one to watch closely. If the Twins do move Correa, several teams could offer intriguing trade packages. One such team that's been linked to Correa is the New York Yankees. The Yankees are always looking for a marquee talent, and Correa would fill a major need at third base, especially with the position being one of the weakest in baseball right now. The Twins could ask for outfield prospect Spencer Jones and potentially other young assets, giving them a strong return while the Yankees gain a proven star. Then over to the Boston Red Sox. The Red Sox have been rumored to be heavily interested in Correa, although not according to any reputable sources. If a deal with Boston did go down, the Twins would be looking to acquire top shortstop prospect Marcelo Meyer, who is on pace to debut in 2025. Adding Correa to the Red Sox at shortstop would mean Rafael Devers stays put at third base, and Trevor Story would shift over to fill the gap at second base. Acquiring Correa is the most logical move for the Red Sox to make this offseason. If the Twins can package catcher Christian Vasquez with Correa, they won't hold back in doing so. And after trading away top prospect Kyle Teal, the Red Sox will be looking for some help behind the plate. Then how about the Philadelphia Phillies? The Phillies might be willing to send Alec Bohm to the Twins, who would then move Bohm to first base, shift Royce Lewis to second base, use Brooks Lee at shortstop, and keep Jose Miranda at third. This setup would refresh Minnesota's infield, while the Phillies would get a reliable playoff-tested shortstop. Over to the Atlanta Braves. With the Braves focused on bolstering their pitching and defense, Minnesota could target right-handers Ian Anderson and prospect Drew Hackenberg. Correa would be a perfect fit in Atlanta, where they are ready to contend. We can't forget about the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers, ever in search of talent to stay at the top, might offer promising right-handed pitcher Bobby Miller. Miller's upside as a potential starter could help the Twins, while Correa would solidify the all-star team that's called the Dodgers. There's also the team that almost signed Correa 2 years ago, the New York Mets. The Mets need a third baseman, and they could make a compelling offer involving infield prospects like Luis Angel Acuna or outfielder Drew Gilbert. Adding Correa to their infield would be an upgrade, especially if he's playing third base alongside Francisco Lindor. The Twins would benefit by gaining flexibility and high upside youth. And while it's not as likely, there's also the Detroit Tigers. Although interdivision trades are often tricky, the Twins front office has shown openness to such deals if the return is right. The Tigers, who need an upgrade at shortstop, could send a combination of infield prospect Jace Young, pitcher Matt Manning, or even catcher first baseman Jose Brasino. Given Correa's star power, he could be a valuable piece in Detroit's efforts to move up in the AL Central. Now let's turn this over to you. Should the Twins trade Correa? Why or why not? And if so, what trade returns make the most sense? Post your thoughts and ideas in the comments below. And there you have it, you've made it to the end of this episode, and we really appreciate that. Hit the like button down below. Then take just 1 second of your time and make sure down below that you are subscribed to this channel. We ask that you do, because that guarantees that we definitely get to see you back here next time. Thanks for watching.